Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so I have just built... What have I built? I've built this one, a fix. We just want to see if we can now successfully launch the games. And then we can merge that fix. Oh, well, we need to build first. Okay. Let's... Good. And then we will, while we wait, let's see if we can look at any other tickets. Objects. F0. But I didn't become neutral and there was no mismatch. I haven't investigated how to fix that in detail yet. It's probably a bigger change, so I would prefer to do that. Okay. Why is there so much text? What is this? Let's look at this afterwards. Maybe we can make the text a bit shorter and then we can improve that. So, 20 lines here for a bug fix. Is this only 0 hour or? It needs to be replicated in generals, right? Okay. Good, then we can launch 0 hour. Okay. Okay. That works. Then let's try the same on generals. Assertion failure. Put the button on sec. Okay. 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 Tested in generals and 0 hour. In with RTS debug worked. Okay. Fix that. Okay. Fix video. Okay. Cool. And that is solved. Okay, then how about we go to Helmut, and we say here, which one is it? Mismatch empty palace. Which one is it? Yeah, mismatch empty palace. Okay, let's get latest main. Okay. Delete. Go in here. Let me pull rebase just to be sure. Don't rebase. Match. Okay. Okay, so what I would like to see is why this comment is so massive here. What is up with that? Okay, it doesn't look that massive here. Force cache on to 0 on death. Oh. It's a bit hard to read this comment here. How about we move this if down here. Then add a bit of a space here. Okay, so this calls, say, becoming local player calls recalc apparent controlling player on all objects with the contain, which does two things. 1, 2. The purpose originally probably the purpose originally probably was, what is this language? The purpose originally probably was the letter. Here we also have a mistyped. The purpose, the this is so complicated. The purpose originally probably was the letter, so that the player who was killed, who is now observing, can see the hidden garrison buildings. But that doesn't seem to work anyway, so this call is pointless. Unfortunately, there's another bug. The contains keep track of the object's team before any units got inside. And that team doesn't get updated when the player gets killed and the units transferred to another team. In the end, that means resetting team sets it to neutral, and when this is done only for the local player, a mismatch results. Of course. So for now, we just comment it out. When we try to show disguises correctly for an observer, or we fix a team bug in the contain classes, we can include this again. Okay, let's try to fix the way this is written. The It's so complicated. Oh man. How can we write this simpler? Um, how about we say likely the original intent was to the original intent was to hide to reveal hidden garrisoned buildings for new for likely the original intent was to reveal hidden garrisoned buildings for new observers for how about we also specify fix avoids mismatch on player surrender in team games. Avoid multiplayer mismatch on player. Multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games. Calling becoming local player. Note that becoming local player calls this on all objects with a contain, which does two things. Likely, the original intent was to reveal hidden garrison buildings for the new observer. To reveal all garrison buildings. To reveal all garrison buildings for the new observer. To reveal hidden garrison buildings for the new observer. but this does not appear to work anyway. So this call is useless. There is another bug. Let's say additionally, there's another bug. The contain modules keep track of the objects team before any units keep track of the objects team before any units got inside. Got inside. Keep track of the objects team unit before any units keep. That team doesn't get updated when a player is killed. When a player is killed, yeah. And that team does not get updated when, and that team doesn't get updated when a player is killed. Doesn't. And that team does not get updated when a player gets killed. And the units transfer. And the units transfer to another team. In the end, this means resetting the team sets it to neutral. And when this is done only for the local player, a mismatch occurs. In the end, that means resetting the team sets it to neutral. And when this is done only for the local player, then a mismatch occurs. Here we can put this into a single line. So for now, we just comment it out. By disabling the offending logic, the bugged logic. when fixing disguises correctly for observers, when fixing disguises for observer, or fixing the team bug in the contain classes, then this code can be used again. Okay, I think that's a better description. Let's read it. Avoid multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games by disabling the bugged logic. Note that becoming player calls recalc a parent controlling player on all objects with a contain, which does two things. With a contain, which does two things. Reset the teams of all objects with empty contains. Update that flag. Likely, the original intent was to reveal hidden garrisoned buildings for the new observer, but this does not appear to work anyway, so this call is useless. There's another bug. The contain modules keep track of the object's team before any units got inside, and that team does not get updated when a player is killed and the units transfer to another team. In the end, I think we can cut this. And we say this means resetting the team sets it to neutral, and let's call it that. That means resetting the team, set it to neutral, and when this is done only for the local player, then a mismatch occurs. There's another bug. The contain modules keep track of the object's team before any units got inside, and that team does not get updated when a player is killed and the units transfer to another team. Okay, so to me this looks like a little bit more polished. Yeah. Yeah. Avoid multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games by disabling the bugged logic. By disabling the bugged logic here. Note that becoming local player calls that on all objects with a contain, which does two things. Likely the original intent was to reveal hidden garrison buildings for the new observer, but this does not appear to work anyway, so this call is useless. There is another bug. The contain modules keep track of the object's team before any units got inside, and that team does not get updated when the player is killed and the units transfer to another team. Say when the player is killed and the units transfer to another team. That means resetting the team sets it to neutral, and when this is done only for the local player, then a mismatch occurs. Okay. Okay. I just hope that this won't have any side effects, like nothing else breaks on surrender or killing. Yeah. Okay, so I think we need to replicate it in generals, right? Let me find this function in generals. Let me copy that. Becoming local player here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, first I will make here a polish comment text. Say simplify, or just polish comment text. And then replicate to generals, right? Replicate to generals. Okay, then let me push this. Maybe we should clarify what this here means. Avoid multiplayer mismatch on surrender. Avoid multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games when owning. Avoid multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games when owning a base structure that has been cleared of infantry. That has been cleared of infantry before surrender. Before surrender. Avoid multiplayer. On surrender in team games when owning a base structure that has been cleared of infantry before. Say by disabling the bugged logic. Avoid the multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games when owning a base structure that has been cleared of infantry before. Avoid. by disabling this bug code. The bug logic. Polish code more. Comments. Right, multiplayer mismatch on surrender in team games when owning a base structure that has been cleared of infantry before by disabling this bug logic. I took the liberty and polished the comment text a bit. To hopefully make it a bit easier to understand. And polish the comment text a bit, let's just say, and replicated it to generals. Check if okay. Check if good. Check if okay. Okay. I would like to build this and test it a bit, because like what happens now, like if when this is I mean, this is probably not a small function, right? Becoming local player, like it does things in here. Like, for example, mark UI dirty. Oof. Yeah. Nothing to do. Huh? What is this? So you pass a yes. What is this? Why does this function take a Boolean, but it only does something when true? It does nothing on false. What is this? EA logic. So you can say becoming local player false, and then it just doesn't do anything. That's magical, isn't it? Is it ever called with false? Let me see. Probably not. I hope not, because that's a useless call. It actually is called with false. What? What? Is there maybe like is this a virtual function maybe? Nah. Heh? Why is someone calling it with false? Is this like legacy behavior maybe? That's weird. That's really weird. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit. No. nothing to do. So it does quite a few things here. Disguise. Adds support for updating the perception of garrison buildings containing enemy stealth units. When changing teams, it is necessary to update this information. Okay. Set local player. Okay, let's compile without debug. Yeah, I'm a bit worried that maybe some code, like, it's weird that we can just like remove it. Right. It's weird. Good. It sounds kind of important, right? Coming local player. Okay, but maybe it's not important when surrendering. Yeah. Maybe it is only important when doing this, set local player. It's only 3 places that call this. That's it. It's kill and set local player. There's some intense debug here. Okay, set local player is called a bunch of times. Cheats. Okay. A bunch of cheats. New game. Yeah. Okay, new game. Who else? In it. Okay. Start new game. Okay. Then how about we start 2 clients? Yeah, 2 clients. And then okay, go to network. Create a session, then pick a beautiful map. We take a same team. Yeah. And then we pick some enemies. Or maybe we also make everyone's team. Yeah. Everyone is friendly. It's a very friendly match. Okay. So unfortunately, the game is very slow. Probably I should have taken China for some fast bunkers. It's okay. I can build a palace now. Oh, I got a bit confused there about the. Let's see. Maybe this client should go here. Yeah. Yeah. I use the wrong the wrong client to click things. Okay, so we have a bunch of rocket soldiers. Let's take these guys. Yeah. Let's build some more stuff here. Okay, so we take these guys, put them in there. Oof. Very aggressive AI here, sending their troops. Okay, let's put some guys here in the houses. Good. I think what we can do now is we can clear this house. Yeah. Oh, big rush here. And then we clear those houses here as well. And we surrender. Oh, I can't surrender. Why not? Huh? I cannot surrender. Why? That's weird. Why can I not surrender here? What is this? Because it's a sandbox game? I cannot surrender? Why? That makes no sense. I'm confused. Surrender. That is really weird. Let me take a screenshot of this. Surrender. Mark as surrendered. Okay. I think there are different kinds of surrenders. I want to get the actual player surrender. Question is, what does this refer to? How do we fix surrender? Why can we not surrender? That seems like an artificial restriction. Let me go to player. Player. Let's search for surrender here. It's not there. How do we surrender? Let's see, this mark is surrendered. Oh, that's never called. Populate player info. Last FPS, get average FPS. That's funny. Where's the surrender code? Maybe we have to search. I have idea. We search for the it's a button. Yeah, actually, hold on. If we search for if we search for surrender here, surrender button to surrender to become an observer. Let's search where this button is referenced. Huh. It's not reference. What? Oh. Is it referenced directly in code then? Oh, it is. Huh. Good. So there's quit menu. Here's the surrender button. All right. Can't surrender when you're dead. So in a skirmish game, is player active or is local allied victory? What? Can't surrender when you're dead. Oh boy. It must be this one, right? I don't know what it means though. Victory conditions. If observer false, has achieved victory. Is local allied victory. If not, is player active. Can we put a breakpoint here maybe? Let's attach to instance 1. Debug. Attach. There we go. Okay, so what's the condition here? Local player, local, I'm local, is active. How do we know he's active? What field is this? Is not observer and is not dead. Local. We are not an observer and we are not dead. So this returns true. So this condition is false. That I don't know. We are not in, so it must be this condition here. Let me see. If is observer and M is observer. Has achieved victory. Has achieved victory. Is single alliance remaining. It's local allied victory. Has achieved victory. cannot jump into this function. That's a shame. Has achieved victory. So I guess that this here returns true, right? So this one is true, and this one returned true, and there we go. Can't surrender when you're dead. Can we move one forward? Oh. Shit. No, I went into this branch here by mistake. Oops. How do I exit this boat? Oh shit, I bugged my game. That's too bad. Okay, so, but the problem is that he has achieved victory. Yeah. Has achieved victory. Yeah. His local allied victory. Okay, so basically you're not allowed to surrender when you are victorious. Why not? Yeah, so how about we disable this? It's local allied victory. You can also say else that I also can't surrender when you're dead. Yeah. Hold on, why does it say? But in skirmish you can't surrender when you're dead? What is that? Huh? What is going on? What is this logic? So in skirmish, you would be able to surrender when you're dead? What? What is this? Why is this so weird, this code? In skirmish, you can surrender when you're dead? Let me see that. Solo, skirmish. Let's get a teammate here. There's no surrender in skirmish. Button restart win. I think it simply has a different meaning. The button has a different meaning. Yeah. I think the way they have written this code is super complicated. They should have made one branch for this multiplayer game, and then one is a skirmish game, and then do a different set of logic. Yeah. It's weird. Ugh. Okay, so I would say to me it looks like what we should do is we should move this here, we should disable this, and then maybe because this is the way they've written this is bad. And then we say here if not is active, then we disable it here. There we go. And then we delete all this here. There we go. And put this here. Okay, I also would like to have a cheat that can instant build. Let me go to debug, game debug, UI. debug commands, command map debug, instance builds, alt key F in game. Option debug. Okay, let's disable this. Toggle instant build. Instant build. Local player. This needs to be toggle instant build. No time building cheat key. Build instantly. So the problem is if we would activate this, hello debug cheats and release. I wonder toggle instant build. Local player is a multiplayer game. If not, it's a multiplayer game. How about we say, why is this grayed out? Oh. Allow debug cheats and release. Huh. Why is there a duplicate of this? What is this? Huh. Okay, get local players. Yeah, I think to be multiplayer compatible, we need to set all human players to instant builds. Yeah. Otherwise it will mismatch. Yeah. Okay, so how about we say basically I want to avoid spending many minutes building a base to test multiplayer. Okay, how can we fix that? So wow, what's going on here with indentation? Jesus. Good. So we say if it's multiplayer game, then we do something. Otherwise, we do this else. Okay. Doesn't make a valid network message. Doesn't make a valid network message. Oh, there's no network message for this. Because it's local, right? Yeah. Okay, but what we can do is free build. What does that mean? Doesn't make a valid network message. Okay. Let's put this comment up here. And then we say this. And then here we do player list. What does it give us? Get player count. Int player count for int I equals 0. All clients need to enable this cheat at the same time. All clients need to enable this cheat at the same time. Player count I smaller player count plus I. Oof. And then we say player list get nth player I. How about we put this to n then? N. And we do player, and then we say if player is do we have something like is human player is I guess it's not skirmish AI player then. Let me see. AI, skirmish AI, false. Is this player a skirmish AI player? Let me search for a human. A player may be human or computer controlled. Player type. Player type is human or computer. Can we query this? Get player type. There we go. Get player type equals type human. Player human. Player human. Player. There we go. So basically, all the clients need to run this command in multiplayer, and then all human players will be able to instant build. Yeah. But this code would also work in skirmish, in non-multiplayer, right? Because there will be only one human player. Right? So maybe it's not necessary to do this here anymore. Maybe we can just do... Maybe we just need to do this here. Yeah. Let's test this. Okay. So it's Alt F, right? Okay, network and multiplayer network. Create game. Okay, so now we want to see if we can surrender as a team and if we can instant build to speed up our testing. Let's also get here our friendly medium friends here. There we go. Accept, play. Okay. Okay, so before we build anything, we will click Alt F. Nothing happened. Let me put a breakpoint here. Debug, attach. Let's do it again. Alt F. Nothing happens. Okay. Why is this not called? Is there another condition up here? Oof. Oh boy. Where does this function start? Oh my gosh. The function is so massive. What is this? Oh man. Man, this function, they just cram everything in there. Okay, so where does this function begin? Oh boy. Toggle control bar. Oh boy. Here. Okay, let's put a breakpoint. Okay, this is being called. Ugh. Let's put a breakpoint here. It's also called. Logic CSC. Okay. Okay, how do we get down here? Meta demo instant builds. Let's see where it's being triggered. Maybe, or probably it's not triggered. Yeah. Meta event. Where do we trigger this? Oh boy. Okay, so I don't understand why we don't get this message here. It looks like we should get it. We don't? Why not? Why not? Demo instant builds. Check if. What is this? What is this check if bullshit? If that return. Oof. Oh boy. Can I put a breakpoint here? Go to disassembly. Oof. Why did that not work? Okay, so for some reason we don't get this message and we don't know where it comes from. Probably because it has to be a network message in network games. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Yeah. It could be. So if we have another message such as meta add team, yeah. That doesn't look too different. Okay, I'm a bit yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Instant builds. It somehow doesn't work. Oh, here, hold on. Is invalid debug command. If not a skirmish. See if this is something that should be prevented in multiplayer games. Don't reject the stuff in skirmish games. So we could comment this out and maybe then it works. Yeah. Instant builds. So we could warning, debug key in multiplayer. What? Debug key in multiplayer. Okay, maybe this fixes the problem. Let's try this again. Good, let's try that again. Okay, can we surrender now? Yes, we can. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can cheat now. Alt F. Oh, not sure. Attach. Generals. Oh. Oh. Oof. Do we need to build again? Let's see what happens if we surrender. Doesn't work, we can't surrender. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay, I have no idea why it still doesn't work. Yeah. Maybe we can. Let's just play alone for starters. Let's put a breakpoint here. I'll press Alt F. And it does get here, look at that. Okay. Yeah. we should be able to build instantly, right? Yeah. Okay, and then we say create game. Okay, but we cannot surrender, so it's kind of useless, isn't it? Let's make these enemies then. Easy army. Let's take China. China. Okay, so I will press Alt F here and here. Okay. And now hopefully there won't be a mismatch and we can build instant. Yeah, we can. Okay, so that works. That's fast gaming, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then we built the barracks. Yeah. And then we built the bunker. Yeah. Wow. Look how fast these guys come. Amazing. Okay, let's take another one here. Okay, and now we evacuate. Yeah. And that. Okay, and now we surrender. Yeah. Okay, that has worked. No mismatch. We are defeated. Let's play a match here with instant build against the AIs. Let's see what we can do here. Let's build a bunch of flamers. Oof. 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 Well, that's efficient, isn't it? Let's roll to the enemy. What else can we build? Yeah, I think flame tanks are... Well, let's get a propaganda center, maybe. That's fun. Let's bunker a bit in here so we don't get overrun. Okay, it's a traffic jam here. That's not good. Oof. Oof. Should maybe also get the radar. Okay, let's get the Inferno cannons. Okay, let's attack here. That's quite a bit unfair, isn't it? Oof. 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 It's a big rush here. Okay, but it looks like there's no mismatch on surrender, so that's cool. I also didn't see any difference now. Yeah, what could be difference? Maybe what happens if we would have had a Lotus in the bunker? Well. Okay, so let's say we do another one. Yeah. Okay, let's say we put a Lotus in the bunker. What happens then? Okay, first we do Alt F. Alt F. There's no visual feedback that we have activated the cheat. That's not good. Okay, let's say we want the Lotus. Maybe I can give you also a bit of audio so that you can hear. Yeah.
China has been generous.
So we built a Lotus.
All right, I'm here. Let's.
China has been generous.
What is it?
Then we take a Lotus and we
Is it clear?
put it into the house.
I'm listening. That's right. All right, I'm here. Let's Need a transfer.
Is complete.
Tank hunter here, on the hunt. Enemy tanks out there.
These guys.
The People's Army.
Let me get the radar here.
Upgrade complete.
see our hero is here and the other hero is there. Okay, now we evacuate this guy. Now we surrender. And now this guy can now see this Lotus here on the radar. Everything looks fine
Standing attention.
in terms of garrison. Here we go.
I'm carrying the big gun.
Here we go.
We are the Red Guard.
Looks fine. Russia. Okay, is there anything else that could maybe break? I can't think of anything. I mean, it's just. Well, how about we kill one of the enemies?
It's very hot in here. Temperature stable. Keep it steady in here.
Let's
Right,
take,
we are moving.
Take these dragon tanks and just attack the enemy.
I like the big targets. Track down the enemy. Let's fight the tanks. Tank hunter here. Ready for orders.
Then I went into the house.
I'm carrying the big gun. Enemy tanks out there?
Adjusting gas valve. Let us get
Unit
closer.
lost.
Temperature stable. The dragon awake. Dragon tank.
Okay, looks like we need to build some other things. How about we build some overlords?
Are you ready?
Pressure level set.
I will crush.
This is now one
I
overlord.
am big.
You can't move.
Lord,
Lost.
what do you need?
Oh, there's the duck.
Crush.
Adjusting gas valves. Maintain a smooth ride.
Oof, I lost my Lotus. Oof. Okay, my
This
overlords are
is the
stuck in the
overlord
building
tank.
here. Maybe I need to sell it.
It is time. What is next?
Ah, that,
It
that
won't
fixed
be
it.
long. What
Unit
do you
lost.
need?
Oof.
I am big.
Split that first.
This
yeah.
is the Overlord tank. I am big. Extra large. This better be good. I will crush
Unit
in
lost.
a moment. What is next? This is the Overlord tank. Be
Well,
ready.
there's some
I am big. Extra large.
We have exhausted the supply.
I am in control.
Okay, let's try to rush an enemy. Oof, we're getting rushed.
China's rocket
China is under attack. Set. Keep it steady.
Unit lost.
here.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
I'm carrying the big gun. I like the big targets.
We will live in prosperity.
Unit lost.
Orders complete, sir. We have big plans.
Enemy tanks out there? Moving rocket launcher.
China has been generous. A very good plan, General.
Overlords are acting retarded. Okay, we can still see the
Construction
two
built
hero
to spec.
icons on the map. Oof, that doesn't seem right.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted. Unit lost.
I built for China.
Everything ready here. Right, we are moving. Release the plane.
All right, I'm here. Let's have an update. Give me a job. Got it. Let's move. Got
We
it.
go in a house.
Got it. Got it. Need a transfer. Unit lost. Is it clear?
When we leave a building, the icon doesn't disappear.
Is it clear?
Oh.
Is it clear? Sure. Sure.
Unit lost.
Give me a job. Let's move.
Okay. Take a screenshot of that.
I'm listening. Is it clear?
Okay, all my overlords died.
We have big plans.
Oh, that's not good.
Building is complete.
How did that happen?
Are you ready?
Carrying the big gun.
How about we getting serious now?
It is time. Speaker tower will be here soon in a moment.
Adjusting gas valves.
Subliminal messaging upgrade is
Let's
complete.
get some hackers
No,
here.
Unit lost.
Spam tank.
Unit lost.
Dragon tank. Keep it steady.
Correct here.
General, our base is under attack. Pressure level set.
China has been generous. We stand together. China's rocket soldier.
Okay, how about we rush here with our
Moving
tank
rocket
hunters
launcher.
as far as we can get.
There's always a way in.
They're attacking our base.
Congratulations, Jenny. You have been promoted. Unit lost.
Just want to kill one of these AIs. Somehow I'm unable to.
Adjusting gas valves.
I like the big targets.
Unit lost.
We will live in prosperity.
Yes.
That's not good. I'm getting wrecked here. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's too difficult. Let's surrender. Yeah. Good. So now there's a
We
new
have
triple
been
thing here.
defeated.
That's- Interesting. Okay. I think we need to test what happens. We need to test what happens if we have maybe 3 clients. Let's do 4 clients. No. Okay, so 4 clients, and then we take this guy, multiplayer, network, multiplayer, network. Okay, local IP option. That doesn't work. We would need to have one client that doesn't have this change. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's close them again. I think we need to make a test where one or two clients don't have this change. And then we test what happens. Yeah. Okay, what's the time? 2 hours. Okay, so there's multiple things that we need to do here. So we have also this bug with the hero in the building. We need to fix that as well. I wonder why that happens. Probably it gets added when we enter the building, and then the building is added, but then it's not removed again. Yeah. It's not removed. Oh. Right. There probably needs to be an event when we need to debug that. Yeah. Okay, good. Then, yeah, I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.